Okay, how can I help?
I want to create art, but I'm struggling to begin.
Okay. You want to create art?
Yeah,
Just for fun, professionally?
just
Give me some sense of it.
for fun, for myself,
For yourself. So,
because I feel this kind of urge to express my deep self.
okay, so it's more like a personal growth, expressing yourself, and then some things are difficult to say with words, so we can say them some other ways.
I think with words, so writing.
So that was my next question. What kind of
Yeah.
art? Like writing?
Mostly writing, or
Okay.
making music is also okay.
Also
but,
music or writing?
yeah, maybe, yes.
Maybe? Okay.
But yeah, first writing.
So writing's the first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you written before? Is this something new, something old?
Yeah, some short stories for myself.
Okay, and this is for yourself, right? It's not if you're not trying to get it published or just for your own.
I think it would be nice. But first for me. But of course, showing to some people, it would be nice.
So, bit of fear there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Show me that in your body. What were you just doing?
The fear.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of here.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, and the fear is of what?
Of showing my vulnerability and
Because then
maybe it's both. Like I want to show my struggles, my fears, my deep topics, but there are things that I'm not talking about with people, and maybe I feel some shame, and that's why from judgment I fear.
Yeah, it's natural human fear. Yeah, people will fear judgment. That's understandable. Okay, so you want to express some things you don't normally express, but at the same time you also got some fear of judgment or shame around that.
Yeah, I think, and I think if I write something like a story, it has to be well written, and
It has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Is that true?
Actually, no.
Okay, so there's some sense here, it has to be perfect, but you know that's not true.
Yeah, I know it, but yeah.
But
somehow I didn't
see
start.
This embodiment, like going small here.
Yeah, struggling.
Yeah. I wouldn't start either if I had to be perfect. Think about it. If you have to be perfect, you can't start because you won't be perfect.
Maybe that's why I didn't start.
Yeah. Okay. There's one. Let's do a bit of teleological coaching. By not starting, what do you achieve? So there's different ways to think about why we do things. One is we do things because of the past. Another way, there's some truth in that. Another way to think about it is we do things because it actually gets us something we want. So there's a goal to not starting. Yeah? Someone, for example, I'll give you an example. Someone eats a lot of food and they say, I want to lose weight. But I say, okay, what's the goal of you putting on weight? And they say, actually, men don't look at me and I feel safer when men don't look at me. So actually, eating food is creating a goal. Yeah, unconscious maybe, but it's creating a goal. Does it make sense? Okay, so in not starting art, what do you achieve?
Maybe first less stress, what people are thinking.
Okay, so you don't get stressed with what people are thinking? So you avoid the stress of criticism?
Yeah.
Okay. And you also can have a nice fantasy that you could be good at art, right? Because you haven't never tried, right? So you can keep this fantasy. Anything else? How does it benefit you to not do it? Or else you'd be doing it.
Maybe otherwise I can face my imperfectness. imperfect.
Okay.
Imperfect.
So you don't have to face the imperfectness.
Yeah.
So it's even not done, and then it's like you don't have to worry about the fact that it's not perfect, and no one's criticizing you. So it's quite a nice situation in a way, right?
Somehow not.
Somehow not. Okay, so you still have this urge to create.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So how are we going to take care of those concerns of criticism, of imperfection?
Accepting.
Okay. So one is accepting this won't be perfect. You tell me.
Accepting that we are human and not perfect.
We? I'm not human. I'm an alien.
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
Try again.
I am.
Uh-huh.
I am a human.
You're a human.
I'm not a machine or not God, and I'm not perfect.
You're not a machine. You're not God. You're not perfect. So the writing won't be perfect.
Yes.
Okay. How would you be in your body if you were okay with that? Let's support.
More relaxed.
More relaxed. Okay.
Yeah, not so stiff.
All right. So sort of loosen up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Not having to be perfect. It takes some pressure off. What about the criticism? We need to address that. So it's
Fuck
really
it.
nice not being criticized. Huh?
Yeah. Fuck
it.
criticism.
Okay. Fuck it. Fuck the criticism. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just a little bit of a throw it away. A little bit of a gesture. Like some relief in that, huh? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to suggest you make a time to sit down to write. And you say to yourself, I'm not going to publish this. This is just for me, because that's the easiest way. Later on, you can decide to publish it, right? That's another, we'll have to do coaching again maybe, but it's later on, yeah? So for now, just make a time, and you say, I'm just going to write. Whatever I write can be the worst bullshit in the world. It's not going to be perfect. Relax your body posture. Do a bit of fuck it if that helps, all right? Okay. And then literally you could just write your name on a piece of paper. Yeah, so it's zero pressure. Okay, so something some writers do is they make a time every day, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever you can, whatever time you can make, and you just write. If it's bullshit, doesn't matter. It's all, because now you're getting in the habit of writing. How does that sound?
Okay, I can write my name down.
Okay, there we go. That's success. All right? And then if you want to write more, you can write more. But if you don't, you can stare at the paper for 20 minutes and it's fine. There's no punishment, there's no reward, no one's seeing it anyway. Takes all the pressure off. How's that?
Great.
Anything else you need here to be complete?
I think it's okay.
All right, that's very simple. Nice work. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much.